2024 has been quite the year for music. Not only have we witnessed the rise of many new artists, but others have been making it a habit to redefine themselves and add a little razzle-dazzle to their visuals, sound, and style. And while Megan Thee Stallion is an artist that has been around for the past couple of years, there are some new things that I've been noticing about her, and I'm pretty sure it has a little something to do with the Roc Nation Effect. Maybe we should talk about it. But first, welcome to the channel. Hey, hi, what's up with it? I'm C, and I do rap and pop culture commentary. So if you're into that, subscribe and hit the like button. Amazon Prime Day and Pepsi commercials, gracing the covers of Adweek, Women's Health, and Billboard magazines, presenting at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, a Nike apparel and footwear collection, and of course, hosting the MTV VMAs. If you don't want to see Meg this year, it's best to keep your eyes closed, because she's definitely been popping up any and everywhere lately. You can't escape the H-Town hottie. While there's no denying she achieved success in previous years, lately it seems that her image is being amplified. It's not a rebrand exactly, but more of her stepping into a new era, with new deals, maybe dabbling in some new sounds, and one thing for certain, new management that has been bringing in success. When Meg popped out earlier this year, saying she was signing a distribution deal with Warner Music, where she has the ability to own her masters and publishing, I thought it was a great move. And I'm sure from the inside, it was a moment where she could finally exhale. No Whitney Houston, especially after all the drama she had to deal with when it came to her previous label. Many of us know about her past issues with 1501 Certified Entertainment and Carl Crawford. Back in 2020, Megan accused her label of blocking her from releasing music and refusing to renegotiate or terminate her contract. Essentially, Meg was in a 360 deal, which in her case gave 1501 a 60% cut of her recording revenue, along with 30% of her touring and merchandise income. It was very much giving robbed. Upon signing a management deal with Roc Nation back in 2019, she finally got proper representation that looked over her contract, noticing how messed up it really was. Megan claimed that the label owed her more than $1 million in unpaid royalties, had failed to promote her music, or allow her to record new music with other artists. To sum it up, they signed her to a deal that was well below industry standards. While there was much back and forth with 1501, Meg and Carl decided to finally settle in October of 2023, and she parted ways with her former label, which, in my opinion, was the first of many instances that revealed two things. One, the awful record deals that many young artists signed with no industry knowledge and representation in order for their careers to take off. And two, what that Roc Nation management really do, okay? Clearly, Jay-Z and his team is planning more than Roc Nation brunches, but quick, dinner with Jay and Meg, or $500,000. Just give me my money. Now fast forward to 2024 and it's given Megan 2.0, this new and improved version that I would compare to the cult classic Disney film Life Size with Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan. Meg feels like the industry equivalent of a live-action Black Barbie, with different outfits, accessories, and jobs that she's seamlessly switching through. The hot girl coach, otaku hot girl, and anime hottie, Megan the award show host with the most. Look, it feels like one day we were jamming out to Mixtape Meg and living our best lives in Hot Girl Summer and WAP Winter, but now she's even bigger and better, maybe even a little corporate. She's everywhere doing everything, and everyone is noticing. Last night I watched a TikTok titled Roc Nation Putting All Their Eggs in the Megan Basket, where this woman likens Meg to being the hope of Roc Nation, carrying them on her back, because she thinks that the label is pushing her way too much in spite of the flops she's clearly facing, like the Hot Girl Summer tour numbers not being sold out, or the fact that Megan the album did 64K first week. Now, some of the points presented and the things said made me really roll my eyes. Like this woman saying if you had an album that did less than 100K in the late 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, you were out of here, okay? Read the room. Unless you have a massive dedicated fan base, the marketing dollars really twerk some, and the music is just that good, you're in what everyone is calling the 28K club. And not even just women. The music industry men are struggling too. And it's more prevalent than ever with rap music and urban music overall. But some points were made. Well, one, to me, Megan is most definitely being pushed by Roc Nation to be massive. Do I think it has anything to do with the fact that they are trying to distract us from the fact that Megan sold 64K first week? Nope. Realistically, I never saw Meg doing much more than that, maybe 80K at most. But I felt many factors had to do with her numbers looking like they did. The gap between her second and third studio album was definitely felt. Not even in terms of time, it's only been, 2 years? But the subject matter feels worlds away. Traumazine was a project still hardened by the whole Megan the victim trope, still dealing with the Tory case and the backlash that came with it. On top of that, the separation of fan bases between her spat with Nicki left many forced to choose sides. And we could go deeper with personal preferences. Some people feel like Megan the album needed more diversity when it came to sound. Others think she was trying to be way too different and cater to every single fan. This paired with the fact that despite the album didn't reach those high sales, she still had a tour that from a viewer standpoint, looks like she connected with fans, put on a good show, and even allowed a newer artist, Glorilla, to be exposed to a larger audience and feel the effects of that. And I feel like that's what the girl pointed out in the TikTok and the way that a lot of other people feel as well. Perhaps it's the fact that no matter how much glitz and glamour, brand deals, and hosting opportunities they give to Meg, the Roc Nation Effect means nothing to people who don't care for her or her music. They will always look beyond the success to notice the flop. Or rather, the Roc Nation success does not outweigh the flop. I do enjoy Meg's music, and I've been listening since the Tina Snow era, so seeing where she is right now is so crazy. I never would have guessed it. And I absolutely do think that Roc Nation pushing her has a lot to do with her current success, but I also don't see anything wrong with it. Some of the girls could benefit from a push. The boys too. Looking at their label roster right now, at least on the management side, yeah. Okay, maybe she is the hope. We got A$AP Rocky, Alicia Keys, Lil Uzi, and he's also had label issues at one point. So maybe Roc Nation is where you go when you need some help. But anyways, do you think that Roc Nation is pushing Megan to be a massive rap star and that this is why she's achieving all this newfound success? Let me know your thoughts in the comments